Freedom. First off, let's talk about today and, sitting next to Carl and Ziri and Bryce and overall just having these three guys with you, knowing that all four of you are going to the next level and what you guys have gone through this year. I mean, how excited were you to finally do this and be able to move to the next level and see, Carl next to you and Ziri and Bryce and the family saying all these nice things and the coaches. I mean, just your overall feelings from today.
It was just exciting all around because us seniors putting so much on the football field and putting so much dedication toward this football team. It just it's really exciting.
What did this coaching staff do to you? It seems like, they talk about how much you've grown, through playing football here in the 4 years and what you've been through. And, sometimes, people might have told you that you're not big enough or you can't do this or you can't do that. And it seems like you've proved everybody wrong. Everybody can widely say that you're probably one of the top linebackers here in the Treasure Coast and Palm Beach County, obviously playing in the All-Star game. That must have been a cool experience. Just talk about, the trials and tribulations you've been through and what it's done to you to make you grow not only as a football player but a man and a student and going to the next level.
Well, as in high school, coming as a freshman, I was weighing about 140 or something, playing defensive end, and I kept saying that it was too small to play line and everything, so I just put work in the off-season, get in the weight room, and got big. So then after that, that's when I had met my coaches, as in my linebacker coaches. I kept switching back and forth, playing some stand-up or as a back linebacker.
Why don't you talk about going to FAU? How excited are you to come in with this new regime and Carl Pelini and, all the new coaches? And it seems like you couldn't even leave without telling them that, yeah, I'm coming here. How excited were you, when you got there? And why did you choose FAU?
I was excited because I had an old teammate, Big Mike, Michelson Marseille. He's there already, and he showed me around, and he showed me about I had a couple of connections with him, and I already felt like family with the teammates because knowing Big Mike, I would know the team.
How cool is it to go there and see this beautiful new stadium? And I mean, let's face it, I'm sure that was a little bit of a pump up. And you said to yourself, that's really cool. We have our own stadium now. I'm going to be coming here next year. New coach Carl Pelini. I mean, have you talked to coach yet, or have you talked to any of the coaches? And why don't you just talk about the overall experience and seeing the stadium and so on and so forth?
Seeing the stadium was beautiful. I was there in the All-Star game, Battle of Florida, and I sat in the stands looking at some of the. They had two players. They had a kicker and I think two defensive tackles there playing in the All-Star game, and I could picture myself being in that All-Star game with my FAU helmet.
Why don't you talk about, finally we'll finish up with, what was the most overall, thing that you saw out of FAU and you said, I want to go here and this is why?
The overall, I saw as in the coaching staff, Coach Pelini, talking to him in a meeting, telling me how it wasn't all about football, as in getting my degree and balancing everything out. And I knew he had a good attitude, and he just pulled me.
What did Fort Pierce Central do for you? You guys had a tough season this year in a good way. And I say that because, you had trials and tribulations. You guys went very far, very close to a state title. How excited were you for this season to unfold? And, you guys got close, but I'm sure you learned a lot playing next to each other.
Yeah, I learned a lot. Had a lot of good experience. As in when we had lost against Vero, everybody with heads was down because it wasn't really a big game. It was just a hype game and everything. So then we picked it up from there and we just started rolling. And then on that last game, it's have mistakes and it's football. So you just live with it and everybody can't win the same.